Derek's gonna copyright strike us for making this thing?
No. I don't think he really cares anymore. If this movie is evidence of anything, that Derek Savage does not care anymore. If he cared at all.
Honestly, yeah, that's pretty, yeah. Hey guys, Mark, John. So some of you may remember when we watched Cool Cat Saves the Kids way back. Well, Daddy Derek has blessed us with a new movie recently that was a pain in the ass to figure out how to watch. It got to the point where we had to actually watch it on my phone. But it's an hour long.
An hour 1 minute.
Hour 1 minute, yeah. But the movie is called Cool Cat versus Dirty Dog, The Virus Wars.
There we go.
Because even I'm just like, what? But, as expected, it is filled with a lot of reused footage. Part of me was hoping maybe Daddy Derek upped his game a little bit. Maybe he tried a bit more on this one. Maybe the quality would have been slightly better. No, it's same old Daddy Derek.
Well, Daddy Derek voices Dirty Dog and Cool Cat now, and the little beaver character.
I miss Jason Johnson so much.
Yeah, he really was the identity of Cool Cat.
He really was. But this movie, to sum up how this movie was to us, it inspired me to draw my emotions.
I feel that reflects how we both felt.
Yes,
watching
we both felt very. If you guys remember the Scream painting, this is But basically, the first 10-20 minutes of this movie is Cool Cat fights the coronavirus. The 10-20 minute
punches it out of the air.
Yeah, the singing "Happy Birthday" to yourself to make sure you're washing your hands properly.
To be fair, his tips on hand washing and sneezing into your elbow are way better than his tips on bullying.
Yeah, no, that okay, so there's a positive. This is also the second movie ever to feature the only privately owned Harrier jet, I believe, owned by Colonel Art Knowles. I guess the first movie that jet was in was James Cameron's Arnold Schwarzenegger collab, True Lies, which the one movie by him I don't really remember.
One of Cameron's weaker movies,
in
my opinion.
That's kind of my least favorite of his, but either way. And I guess, as we predicted, it's used to basically, drop nukes onto Dirty Dog.
Yeah, Cool Cat calls in an airstrike on Dirty Dog, and
it's amazing.
The Dirty Dog character, the mask is so ugly and disturbing looking, and he gets bombed. Literally, it shows stock footage of a Harrier jet just carpet bombing a site, and Dirty Dog's like, "Ooh, that lit my butt on fire," and then he farts, and his farts destroy the Dirty Dog virus because coronavirus is under control, and he's like, I have to invent a new virus. And to this movie's very little credit, they did set that up earlier. There was setup and payoff in this movie with the fart thing, but
the effects for the farts were really stupid. I mean, they were very bad.
Very bad. The fire was really bad. I think they should have had the beaver betray Dirty Dog because he's like, I'm your prisoner or something.
Yeah, because the word slave is too offensive, supposedly. This movie also features probably the most disturbing thing I've ever seen in a Cool Cat movie before. So we all know how just how sexy the relationship between Daddy Derek and Mamiak are, and they decided to film a kissing scene, and it showed the POV of the kissing, and had really awkward zoom ins, and actually showed them kissing, and it was
was hilarious.
It was, yeah, it was. I'm not gonna sleep tonight. I'm scared.
Did it invade your personal space when it zoomed in on?
Yes,
like that?
it did. I felt violated. Like I genuinely did. It was bad. But I don't know. I mean, yeah. So, like I was saying before, the first like 10-20 minutes are basically just the Cool Cat fights the coronavirus short film that he released, and then a lot of it after that is basically Dirty Dog trying to create this new virus and farting weirdly and always doing the that's actually a sound effect now into the thing, all spliced with Cool Cat Flips a House footage, because that I guess never came out, which that was another project he said was going to be a thing, but I guess he actually did work, and now here it is. And then we had the bombing with the Harrier jet. There was the one guy who wanted to buy the house but refused to show his face, so they would cut it and shoot it in weird formats and angles.
Yeah, it's like the rule of thirds, but instead of the three of them, it's moved over a third, so it's just Daddy Derek and Cool Cat, and the guy's like just off screen, so you see his arm at the edge of the frame, and then like the back of his head, and like weird stuff like that.
Yeah.
And they don't even flip the house. Like, they don't do anything. They just give a tour of the house, and it's like, look at this closet. Look at
they
this
don't show us
sink.
They don't show any construction.
I would have given this a 10 if I saw Cool Cat with a nail gun and laying down tile and cutting up 2x4s and
I mean,
stuff like
I don't
that.
know that I'd give it a 10, but that would have actually been really. I would have definitely upgraded my score.
That would have been an unironically much better movie.
There was also the epic fight at the end where you could tell that they clearly didn't want to get the suits messy, so they just did the worst fighting. Like
Worst fight choreography.
Okay, now I don't want to like. The fight scene that I had in my movie was better than that. Because we at least punched each other. We at least pushed each other around. We had full contact. Like, I mean, I'm not trying to humble brag here, but like, at least we did stuff. They could have at least done that.
Yeah, and it's like I'm gonna charge at you, and then he just moves out of the way, and he spirals like and then he like very lightly goes back against a bush, and then he runs at him again, and he puts his foot out to trip him, and he doesn't fall down. He just like goes on one knee. It's all like really awkward stuff like that.
Yeah, and then at the end he references that what is it? I'll see you at your school. I'm gonna get you at school. The bullets are gonna be flying at school. Referencing Cool Cat stops the school shooting for like the 18th time. He's been saying it's gonna be the next project, and then he scraps it, and it's.
I'd give this a 10 if Dirty Dog shot up a school.
When Cool Cat Stops the School Shooting does eventually come out, which I personally hope it does.
Yes.
We are totally watching it. We are totally reviewing it. Because that's the one I'm most. I mean, that and Cool Cat versus the Wicked Witch would have been cool, but Stops the School Shooting, even when like Monkey Jones was attached to it, that would have been nice, but. PewDiePie was supposed to be in it at one point too. It was amazing, but
amazing.
Yeah, so Daddy Derek, I don't even really know what to say to you at this point. So I guess is there anything else you want to add before we rate this thing?
I thought the two little girl child actors in the beginning were bad, even by Cool Cat child actor standards.
Yeah.
The songs were way too long.
The music was so bad.
Yeah, the music was so bad. Some of the instrumental beats were okay, but like there's some songs where they don't even rhyme, and it's Derek doing all the vocals, and it's just not good. And the poor people in the costumes, I don't know if Daddy Derek is actually playing Cool Cat the whole time. He definitely voices him, but like some poor dude in either the Dirty Dog or Cool Cat suit has to like dance around and pretend to sing, and it's just
It's awful. It
it
really. And there was in the middle of one of the songs, like I think in my opinion it was the worst song in the whole movie, although there was one before that that was also pretty bad. But in the middle of one song we were like in such pain, like I didn't think we were going to make it. And then my uncle called me. And I decided, you know what? I'm going to answer this and give us a break from this just madhouse. This insane just so I milked that call as best as I could and then set up some stuff, and I was like, all right, I think I saved us a little bit there. We still felt like this picture that I drew, and yeah, this is honestly I think the only movie like what is it? This might be one of the worst movies we've seen on this.
not quite as bad as After Last Season.
Yeah, After Last Season will always be the worst, but this wasn't. Yeah, this wasn't that bad, but it's still just.
The reused portions from Cool Cat Saves the
Yeah,
Kids.
there was stuff from Cool Cat
were the best parts.
Derek literally stole from like 3 other projects. Like he can't just film his original stuff. This movie was an hour and it felt like 2.
It also felt incomplete. Like the editing was very off at points. Like there's scenes with no background music that, per the tone of the first movie, should have had background music, and there's just really bad editing. Like toward the end, the Harrier jet comes in, and then it shows Cool Cat running, and it plays the Cool Cat song for 1 second, like literally 1 second, then cuts away, and it's just like, why did you edit it like that? It's so jarring.
I don't know, but either way, I'm actually trying to think of like how I rate this on Cool Cat projects, because I watched
was worse than Cool Cat Saves the Kids.
Yes, I agree, but I went back and watched all of them. Well, not I didn't go back and watch Saves the Kids or Kid Superhero, but I did go back and watch Fights the Coronavirus and Cool Cat's Big Dream, or Crazy Dream, I think it's called. Because I knew some of that footage was going to be used in here, and I was right. I didn't expect Saves the Kids footage to be in this. But honestly, ever since Jason Johnson left, it's just lost like its charm that it kind of had in Saves the Kids and Kid Superhero. I mean, Kid Superhero was a little bit more bloated, but
I don't know if he still has it on his IMDb, but Jason Johnson's IMDb page has a demo reel where it has like 3 of his normal roles, and at the end of it is a scene from Cool Cat, and I like how he included that in his demo reel.
Honestly, respect to Jason, and I hope Jason's doing well.
It shows
really
range. That's what it's.
Yeah, no, and that's awesome. I'm happy for Jason, and like I said, I hope Jason is okay, and I hope he's doing well up there. Because if anything, he dodged a bullet with this train wreck. But on that note, what are you rating this on a scale of 1 to 10?
There were parts that felt 0 out of 10 bad, but overall it's a 1.
I was I was hoping that maybe if I did enjoy some moments, that maybe I could give it like a generous 2. I'm still kind of debating on that because I don't really know. Because there were moments that were funny. There were like some parts that were like so bad that I was kind of like, all right, I can enjoy this. But then there were just moments like you were saying, just 0 out of 10 painful.
The house renovation scenes were particularly hard to get through. And the songs were also... Well, the songs were at least kinda entertainingly bad, but still really bad.
Yeah, so because of all of that, though, I'm just kind of like... I want to give it like a 1.5, honestly. Like, I'm just going to give it... Like, that's kind of what I don't know. I'll figure this out at some point.
Yeah. It's like... For you, what The Amazing Bulk is for me, where I'm like, it's like a high 1, but it's not quite a 2, so I'm giving it a 1 for
like,
now.
Yeah, like, I mean, I might, like, on IMDb, I might just do the little 5 and above thing and give it, like, a 2 just to be nice. But it's definitely not a 2. But it's not like, it's a strong 1. It's a very, like, stronger 1, but yeah.
We sound like Anthony Fantano. I'm feeling a mid to strong.
I mean, hey,
a decent to strong.
Look, I respect the guy, but some of his music opinions are just blood boiling, and like I just sit there and I'm like, how, why?
I don't watch much of his stuff. His Corey Feldman Angelic to the Core video was hilarious though.
That one, I mean, even his cover of like The Wall was decent. Like it was the Corey Feldman one was way better, but he also did one on MGK's Tickets to My Downfall that was pretty funny. But yeah, we are we're gonna be the Anthony Fantano of bad movies. Transition.
Yeah, that's when it goes to like your end credits.
Exactly. Alright, well, thank you guys for watching. If you like what you saw, be sure to leave a comment about what you think Derek Savage is gonna do when he sees us spoiling his movie before its release.
How many children do you think Dirty Dog will claim the lives of in Cool Cat Stops a School Shooting? Leave your comment below.
And you know what? And if you want us to watch Cool Cat Stops a School Shooting, don't worry, we definitely will when it comes out. But on that note, we'll see you guys.